This video will find me when I'm tired of chasing. Perfect topic to talk about before I hit the sack. I've been thinking about this topic since morning, and I wanted to make a video about it earlier, but let's just do it this night before I sleep off. All right. Now, in our 20s, actually, there are so many pressures, so many emotional, physical, and even mental pressures to be better than the others. There are pressure from the family, from your peers, from school, from friends, from even guardians, teachers too. And the worst of this pressure is from social media. It's worse here. Even YouTube is not even YouTube like they make it look as if being in your 20 is the most productive time of your life. That whatever you cannot achieve in your 20, you cannot achieve it any other time in your life. Yet the same people are all over social media preaching. It doesn't matter if you're 40 years or you're 50 years or you're 30 years, you can get started, you can be great. It's not about age, this and that. Same people will still make different kinds of emotionally draining content telling you that, especially on YouTube, it's like because I spend more time on YouTube these days, so I find many of these contents on YouTube more. Many of this content on YouTube, you see the one of one YouTuber will tell you, you don't have time in your 20. If you're 20 years, watch this. No, usually goes that's usually like this and very very clickbaity, make you feel guilty just because you're 20. They make you feel like being in your 20s is like a hell, like punishment, like this, like you're in a prison and you're meant to please whoever it is that put you there before your time is up. Like I can't explain it. One YouTuber will say you no longer have time. If you're 20 years, watch this, you don't have time. Another one will say in your 20s, make the most of your 20s. Another one will say I wish I learned this when I was 20 years. Another one will say um if you're 20 years, make sure you don't skip this video. You must know these five things before you're 25. Or when you're 25, you must no before you're 25 or before you clock 30. Or even in you, they'll say in your 20s, you must have or you must know these 10 things or these 30 things or these 100 things. You'll be wondering, which year is it that like wasn't it just 20 years ago that we came to this world? And maybe 4 years ago, or 3 years ago, 2 years ago that we graduated from secondary school, from high school. How are we expected to know these 30 things, these 100 things, these 50 things before we are 20 years? Like the pressure is too much. And I've been on both sides. I've been on the receiving end, and I've been on the side that was also preaching, pushing, and all of those things. Go to YouTube, come on, no, go, both here on YouTube, then go to Facebook, then Instagram. There's this subtle pressure from your peers flashing material things, the cars, the parties, the girlfriends, the accessories, the boyfriends, the partners, like so many of them. The subtle ones that just they don't they don't come to your they don't physically tell you that, they don't physically like push you to get these things, but emotionally, without even realizing it, subconsciously you just started feeling oppressed. That's the word we use for it now. Oppression. You start feeling oppressed, start feeling pressure that wait, this person has this in their 20s. This person has already graduated in their 20s, got a car, got a house, got a job, is living their dream life and all of that. And you are 0.000000001% to your dream or to getting any of this. Like there's literally, if you tell yourself the truth, there's literally no way. You don't see any easy way or any straight way or any better way that you can get this particular or those things that this person has, no matter how much you want it. If it takes this person 1 year to get it, you know that it's going to take you 5 years or more. The pressure is just too much. I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't know when this all of this started and why it started and who started it and when it's going to end and like the questions are too much. But one thing I would say as someone who has experienced both the pressure and has also contributed a little to the pressure by my content, both consciously and unconsciously, both intentionally and unintentionally contributed to the content that makes people in their 20s feel like they are trapped. First of all, I'm sorry, deeply sorry if any of my video about growing up or being in your 20s or my experiences has ever made any of you has ever made you feel pressured or feel like you're not good enough or feel like you're not worth it or feel like you are lacking or you are missing out on anything. The truth is you're not missing out on anything. Seriously. I know it might sound like, oh, you're giving this advice because you've gotten some of the things you wanted. Maybe does laptop count? Or traveling out of the country, having a good job. Maybe that counts too. But I would say that this, when I felt the pressure, when I was feeling the pressures from social media, from all around, and from luckily, I'm so lucky to be born in a family that don't really put pressure on us. Like my family is so wonderful. In fact, it's like we are the ones that is going to try to remove any kind of pressure from you. If you start saying, I remember when one of us started getting kind of down because of uh what they wanted to do before a certain age, or as someone who has gotten to this kind of level in life or a certain age in life, you are expected by society to be able to do these things because a select few of your age mates have been able to do that. Not minding the fact that over 80 or 85%, even 90% of your age mates haven't even done a little of what you've done. Now, this is not to compare, but how do I put it? The kind of emotional they won't just come to the pressure won't come to you knocking like, hey, see me, you haven't gotten me, you haven't done this, you haven't done that. Just they'll present it to you and then leave you to judge yourself. That's what social media does. They will show you the picture or the video of the thing and then leave you and your mind to fight over the fact that you haven't gotten this. And it is surprising how one picture that someone sees on Facebook can ruin the person's entire day, entire week, entire year, even up to years of life just because of one picture or one video of age mates or classmates who look like they're in a better place. Or maybe because of one video on YouTube talking about how you don't have time, how you don't, especially those ones are, I feel like they're the worst because they're part of the things that drive these young people, my age, my peers, they drive young people like me into doing things or going for things that they shouldn't have even thought of. But because of the oh, you don't have time, you should have done this before you are this age. Like, who gave you such right? No, how do you know that I don't have time? Seriously. Now let's tell ourselves the truth. How do you know that I don't have time? People still do great things in their 30s, in their 40s. It doesn't mean that I have to waste my 20s. But enough with the pressure. Seriously, there is nothing beats being happy and comfortable and then chasing your dream or taking life one step at a time. Nothing beats that. I promise you. Because I've like I said, I've been on both sides. The side that have sleepless nights thinking about my dreams, and I spend hours going through the Facebook walls or the YouTube channels of people who are my age mates and they are doing so well, having thousands of subscribers, thousands of views, making thousands of dollars, millions of views every month, and all of that, spending hours watching their videos, going through their channel, wondering what do they have that I don't have. Oh, this person has a better channel. This person has a better camera. This person can travel to wherever he or she wants to make video. This person can do this. Person can. I can't do that. How do I do this? What do I do to get this? Do I like before you know it, you went to bed by say 10 p.m. and you stared at your phone for from 10 p.m. Before you know it's already 6 a.m. in the morning and you have to get up and go to work. And then you're going to continue that cycle because you're going to carry over all those things you were thinking about last night, carry it over to the next day. And then from the next day to the next day to the next day, before you know it, a month has passed, a week has passed, month has passed, and even an entire year has passed. And all you could think about is that one video that you watched on YouTube that told you that you don't have time. Or that one video that you saw on YouTube that just completely ruined an entire year of your life. Before you know it, from 20, you're 22, you're 24. Just before you know it, you're already 30 years and you wonder, wait, how time flies. What exactly did I do with my 20s? And then you start seeing some false atom of truth in what all these people were saying. Like, oh, maybe he's right. Maybe I just don't have talent. Maybe I didn't work hard enough. Maybe I didn't try my best. Maybe this, maybe that. Maybe I didn't I maybe I have bad luck. Maybe like so many of these maybes will be and your mind too. That voice in your head won't even help matter. They will make it worse. Those voices in your head, they will make it worse. Kind of reminds me of this song from NF. All these voices in my head gets loud. I wish that I can shut them out. I'm sorry that I let you down. Just before you know it, you're sitting down in a corner 30 years and wondering what happened in your 20s and feeling like you let yourself down. Because truly you did. By giving yourself, your mind, your body, and your soul to particular video that you watched on YouTube, that the person that posted it has even moved on, made thousands of dollars from it, and you're there suffering. I wonder if they really, really put a lot of thoughts into the video they make, or is it just the views? Did they really experience these things that they are talking about? In my 20s, I did this. In my 20s, I did that. You should do this before you're 25. You should have done this before you're 22. If you are 20, watch this. If you're in your 20s, watch this. You don't have time. Time is running away. I built an empire. I did this business. I mean, in their defense, they may have posted or shared this thing because they want to inspire you. But the truth is, it's like maybe if the video was seen by, it's like one in every 100 person, one in every 100 person who is in their 20 who watched that video will be inspired. The rest 99 will be pressured. They'll be oppressed. And now this is not to encourage laziness in our youths or encourage how should I put it? But I just want to say that there is nothing wrong with being happy. In fact, your only job in this life self is to be happy. Other things you're doing, other businesses, the dreams and everything, you're not going to take it with you when you're leaving here. Imagine spending, let's say you have 30 years or 40 years of 40 years to live on earth because nobody actually knows. Only few people get to know when they will die. Doctor will say maybe you have 1 week or 2 weeks or 1 month before you die. Only very few people get the chance to know how long they will have to stay before they they live. The rest 99.9999999% of us don't know. It could be tomorrow, it could be next minute, it could be next hour, it could be next second. Nobody knows. I was reading a book from the name of the book is The Untethered Soul. I hope I pronounced that right. And he, what is it that I wanted to say again? Uh, I got a thought from the book and I just forgot it now. I've been reading The Untethered Soul for about 2 days now. I'm rereading it, the PDF version. And I'm listening, no, not the PDF, I'm listening to the audio book. So, yeah, it was from the book that I read the part about your job. Your only job is to be happy. The other things you're doing, you won't. Yeah, yeah. Okay, I think I remember. He said, imagine that you have 40 years or 20 years to live on Earth, and you spent the whole 20 years chasing after things that don't matter, things that things that will only bring you temporal satisfaction. And then suddenly death comes knocking. You have just 1 week before you, death comes knocking. I'm ready. Let's go. And then you say, no, you cannot just come and take me away like that. You have to at least give me 1 week to prepare, to live my life, to enjoy my last 1 week on earth before you go. And that is like, what? I gave you the past 20 years. What did you do with it? I gave you the past 1 week. Through I gave you 56 weeks last year or 54. When is it now? What did you do with it? Imagine spending your whole life striving and everything. I've been talking for the past 17 minutes already, and it's going to 11 p.m. here. And the point of this whole long talk, I'm glad I'm even having the talk because sometime in the future I'm going to come back to watch this. Because I have a dream. I too have been chasing a dream. I too have felt really depressed. In fact, if you go through my channel, you see a particular video I made last year where I talked about, what's the name of the video again? 20s and feeling depressed, something like that. Like those days, the rage was on. There were so many videos talking about being in your 20s and feeling depressed and feeling burned out and all of that. So I also made a video, bandwagon effect, pressure. That's what I'm talking about. I also made my own video join too. Imagine, because I was deep into it. Yeah, this is the video. It says 20 something and feeling lost. You are not alone, I guess. This is the video I'm talking about. 20 something and feeling lost. That's 200. I made it 6 months ago. Yeah, 6 months ago. That was because I hit a certain age in my life that I should be happy that I even made it up to that age, because I know of a schoolmate who didn't even make it up to 20. I know of a baby who didn't live up to a month. I know of people who didn't make it to the next day. But here I was in a new year, 22nd year of my life on earth, with a wonderful family, I skipped that part, right? A very, very, very wonderful family. Lucky to be part of this family who don't even put a pressure on you. In fact, even if you feel a little pressure, they will try to take it away from you, make you feel relaxed. Being born in such a wonderful family, we're not rich, we're not we didn't grow up in luxury or silver spoon or even gold spoon, but we were happy, we were contented. Now, having been lucky to get into such a wonderful family, how dare I, who gave me the right to let the pressures of outside get to me and make me feel like as if, oh, I just clocked 22, but I haven't gotten this, I haven't gotten that, I haven't done this, I haven't done that. I'm feeling lost and confused and down and depressed just because I haven't gotten what I thought I should have when I clocked 22 years. YouTube is not even making it better. I swear. It's not even YouTube, it's just the content. And it could be that, you know, when people put out content, people may not actually, no, when people put out content, just the same way I'm putting out content here, even though technically I'm making this for myself because I don't have much viewers and I doubt many people will see this anyways. So, where was I? Even as I'm putting out this content, a lot of people will watch it and draw different conclusion from this video because they would see this from different perspective. So one person might watch this video of, if you're 20, you don't have time. You have to do this, you must do this, you must do that, you must achieve this, you must accomplish this. You don't have time. By 30 years, you should have this. By 40, so that you retire and live in Miami, Dubai Beach, traveling around the world, seeing the world, living this. Shit. So one person might see that video and be all inspired to work harder, to try their best, to do all they can to live the life they want. And another person will watch it and feel like, oh. And then they will look around themselves. No resources, no help, no support, no employment opportunity, no tangible skill, no referral, no connection, no network. Like they literally have nothing. And even if they have to start and they start working on this, start striving hard, be doing this, be doing that, learn all the things they have to learn and all, it's going to take them way longer than it's going to take someone who has some of this opportunity. So yeah, it's what point was I trying to make again? Yes, that people are going to watch this kind of videos and either be inspired or feel oppressed. It's to be more of inspirational, but turns out that it did the opposite to the people who watched it. If I made any single sense since I started talking. But I'm glad I shared it anyways. Someone might watch this in the future and feel like I just want you to take a deep breath. Just let it go. All of this striving and beating yourself up, hitting your head against the wall, trying to break through and all of that, you can still do it. No, I'm not encouraging you to, I'm not saying you should stop. Of course, strive for your dream, chase after your dream. Just take it slow. Slow down. You may actually want to do it fast and end up destroying everything and ruining everything, even so take it slow. Okay. You can still strive for your dream and be happy while doing it. You can still chase after your dream and have fun while doing it. You don't have to feel or act or behave like you are you are the end of your life, or it's it's a do or die affair. It's not a do or die. It's not that if you don't get it, you will die. You know it's like that. You don't wish like that, I swear. I'm telling you. You can still chase after your dream and have fun doing it. You can still strive, you can still work hard, you can still do your best and still enjoy yourself while doing it and still be happy while doing it. Imagine doing all this hard work and then you look back in the future and just realize that it was for nothing. That even after getting all these things you wanted, you're still not happy. You still don't feel fulfilled. You're still not satisfied. You just like you spent your whole 20 years just striving after certificates, awards, and all of that, but deep down you feel miserable. What's the point? I guess the whole of this whole long talk of 25 minutes right now is that if you're not happy doing it, if it feels forced, like you're forced to do it, like you're forcing yourself, like this is different from getting yourself out of your comfort zone to do something that needs to be done to better your life. But if that particular thing is draining your soul, it feels like it's forced, please take a step back and really examine, just look at it. Is it worth it? If you think about the result you're going to get from this in the future, you with the result, do you see a happy you, a happier you? Do you see someone who is satisfied, who is happy that you went through all those struggles just to get whatever it is you want to get? Do you see yourself happy? And just let's literally imagine that you're on your deathbed, which of course death is one of the scary things we don't like to talk about, even though death is around us every single moment of every day. And it can come anytime. Even while I'm talking to you, death can come. I mean, at least I would die like one shoot. Anyways, so you're on your deathbed and you've accomplished that thing you spent the past 10 years of your life chasing after. Now, on that bed, would you think about all the sufferings you went through and smile and be happy that at last you got that thing? Or would you shake your head and regret wasting your time, regret wasting your time on that particular thing? Would you wish that you spent your life enjoying time with your family or doing something easy that you love? Why must it be that our dream will be so difficult? Why must it be that the things we celebrate is those things that we went through thick and thin? Why can't we just celebrate the fact that we are alive, that we have a loving family, that we have friends who love us, that we have roof over our head, that we have food to eat, that we have a good job? Why must it be that we have to climb Mount Everest before we can feel like we achieved something in our life? Pressure, social media, internet these days, it's making everything worse. I have to end this live with exactly 30 minutes because it's a little longer than I anticipated. But whatever it is you want to do, find a way to enjoy it while doing it. Find a way to make sure you enjoy it at least, even if at the end of the day you didn't get the result you wanted, but at least you had fun while doing it. Okay, your 20s is not a prison, it's not a do or die affair. Okay, I don't know what else to say. Oh, geez, almost 11 p.m. Okay, that is my live video for today. If you ever get to watch this, which I don't know if anybody will get to, but if you ever get to watch this and you have something to contribute to this particular topic, you have a story to share, an experience to share, or something you don't agree with, or something you'd like to add, whatever, just leave me a comment in the comment section and I'll see you in my next video. Have fun, enjoy your life. You only live once. Good night. Thank you. I'm going to wait exactly the time clocks 30 years ago. Okay, let's see that. 58, 59, 30 minutes. uh-uh.